part of the show. I'm not going to lie. It starts to get a little crazy once we get into it. So I would love to say hi. Single Sassy is here. Kim, great to see you. Shaky Noodle, Avoya for your travel needs. Sammy J, hey, Thickums, hello. Aloha, Shaky Noodle. This is a very exciting show. This is the show I have always, and I mean always, wanted to do throughout my entire life on this app. I have always wanted to do the show we're doing tonight. So thank you guys so much for being here. There we are. We are second on the app. So we are plugged in at the top of the app. So I think we're going to get a lot of new people here tonight. It's a dream come true. Man, I'm excited. For those who do not know the topic for tonight, it's how to find love on Meet Me. So if you are on this app and you are open to the possibilities of finding love, I promise you tonight is the night for us to figure this out. We are going to talk about tips. We're going to hear some stories from people who have actually found love on this app, and we're going to take your guys' questions. So we seriously have like an amazing show planned. I'm like so excited. Dr. Morgan just came in the building. You guys, it's so crazy that I get to do the show with her. For those who don't know, my co-host, Dr. Morgan, she's a clinical psychologist. She's a relationship coach. She has a top 50 podcast right now on dating. I'm not going to lie. I listen to her podcast during my morning walks. It's that good. I'm so excited for tonight. Seriously, I'm buzzing. I appreciate everyone being here. It means the world. And again, tonight's topic on Love Quest, the show you are in right now, is how to find love on Meet Me. So let's get into it. Without further ado, she is an amazing person. She has a top podcast on dating. She's a clinical psychologist. She's a relationship coach. She's one of my best friends in the world. I love her. Dr. Morgan.
Hi, Blake. Hello.
I'm so excited about tonight.
Me too. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to do this show with you. And it's your birthday this weekend, so I feel like this is a special show. So anyways, I'm super excited.
For those who just came in the building, welcome to Love Quest. This is your dating relationship talk show. Dr. Morgan, she's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach, and someone just wished me an early happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh.
So much fun. Okay, so Dr. Morgan, all right, the mission tonight. The mission for everyone tonight who are with us on the journey, we want this hour to be over and people to feel more confident after the hour is over that they can use this app to find love. That's our goal.
Absolutely. That is our goal. We want to help you find love. We want to give you all of the pro tips so that you could do it on Meet Me, right? Because there's so many ways to use this app, and finding love is one of the ways you can use it. So we want to give you the tips that set you up for success.
So is it true? I heard a rumor. Thank you.
A rumor.
Know that you may be guiding us through some of your top tips to finding love on Meet Me.
Yes, I absolutely am. And before we hop into that, I want to have everybody in the chat tell us, yes or no, have you dated on Meet Me? Have you in the past? Are you currently? Drop a yes if you have. We want to know.
So
lots of yeses.
There's some yeses from some people I love and respect very much. Some no's from Brooke Falls, former guest. Turk, it's so nice having you, man. You know what? I'm going to say legitimately, I'm feeling 50-50 here.
Totally. I saw some maybes. I love it. People are not sure. They're like, am I? Am I not? Maybe. Yes, so good. So good. Okay, so this is going to help you whether you have or you haven't. If you're looking for love, let's do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm going to give you my top 5, and then we're going to quiz you, Blake. Ooh. We're going to quiz you after.
So those who don't know, I have a notebook with me. I may be a host, but I'm learning just as much as you guys. So we recommend bringing your notebook because you're getting some serious knowledge here, for real.
Here we go. Let's do it. So number one of the top 5 tips for finding love on Meet Me. So, and this applies everywhere. Be yourself. Be authentic in who you are. Also be open, clear, and honest about what you want and what you're looking for. Right? But here's the thing. When you are yourself, you attract what's meant for you, right?
Yes.
We all have done that where it's like, oh, you try to be something because you think somebody might like that version of you better. No. If you want a relationship that's going to last, that you are just crazy about that person, you need to be authentically yourself so that relationship lasts.
Awesome.
Right?
So if you just walked in, perfect timing. We're going over the top 5 tips for finding love on Meet Me. And number 1 is be yourself and be open and clear about exactly what you're looking for. Yep,
exactly. And, no, this is like no games, right? We don't want to play games. When you really want a relationship and you want that healthy partner to build with, you're done with games. Be open, honest, direct about what you want. So, All right. Tip number 1 is very important. Number 2, we're going to move into what I call the intimacy onion, which those of you who have been with us, you kind of know what this means. But this is referring to gradual, consistent, and reciprocal vulnerability over time. People need to earn your vulnerability. Okay?
Got it. So this is the case where some people, you're looking for love. That's awesome. But they literally, after the first 5 minutes, are like, so when are we having kids? Or like, it's just too much.
Or they tell you their entire life story on the first date. And it's like, okay, what are we going to talk about? I know everything about you now. Like, you have to pace the vulnerability. People earn your vulnerability.
Love it.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. So that's number 2. All right. Number 3, you need to be able to take action. So I called this one in terms for Meet Me, just get in the box. That's number 3. Get in the box.
We all have been there, me included. Someone that we've known, we're a little afraid. You're saying, put that in the past, get in there. Say what's up. Okay.
Yeah. Because your brain, maybe you're catastrophizing, your brain's thinking about all the ways it could go wrong, or you're just in that anxiety mode. But all that is your brain like trying to protect you. But remember, if we're staying safe, that means we're not staying connected. If we're always playing it safe in our comfort zone, right? So you have to get vulnerable, right? You have to get vulnerable, get in the box. That's the only way that you can get that connection that you really want. So do it.
Feeling nerves is not a bad thing, especially when you're looking for love. Like, you're going to feel emotion, All right.
Exactly, Blake. I like that. Reframe it as moving forward. Yeah, it's part of what happens.
It should feel fun to get a little nervous. Like, oh, you're just living.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to reframe it. You wouldn't even want to get in the box if you were like totally calm and confident and, like you want somebody that brings up a little bit of nerves. That's good. Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
So ready for number 4?
Okay. I could try what I sometimes do, and I try to guess things and I get it so wrong. I'm going to try. Yes. It's entertaining for the crowd. All right, here we go. Number 4 is bring out your best skills and let the other person see what you really got inside.
I like that. I mean, that's cute.
All right. What is the true number 4?
The best skills. So, okay. Number 4 is be curious. Be curious about the other person. right? So many times maybe we get nervous and we're worried like, oh, do they like me? Am I good enough? Am I XYZ enough? But what you want to do is flip it and just get really curious about who they are. Open up that curiosity about who they are.
Love it. This is so good. We've had a lot of people just come in. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Love Quest. You are so welcome to be here. We are going over the top 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me. After this is over, I'll recap all 5. We are at number 4. Be a bit curious.
Love it. I love it. Yep. Be curious about who they are. Yep. And then, okay, this one is a good one. Y'all ready? The last one.
Okay. Is this the mic drop?
Okay. This is a good one. Okay. So you want to have no expectations, but be clear about your standards.
Ooh,
no expectations, but be clear about your standards.
Okay, so what do you mean by that?
I'm so glad you asked. All right. So expectations get us in trouble, right? Because we can meet somebody and we just meet them. We're like, oh, they're great. And then we're expecting all these things. Maybe we're like putting them on a pedestal, or we're like, oh, I know that this is going to be a great relationship, etc. What you want to do instead is just have no expectations. You don't know how it's going to go. You're getting to know them. You don't even know if you like them, right? You don't know if you like how they make you feel. So drop the expectations, just show up, but be really clear about what you want. So clear about your standards so you can see if it matches up, but stop expecting it to match up to what you want. Right?
That's what I call a Dr. Morgan mic drop moment. She has at least 10 a show. That was one of them. So so good. And we'll be talking, I want to tease a bit later, we'll be talking to the topic we all think about, which is hookups and how not to have and attract that. Is this a little bit related to that? I know we'll get into that later, but if you're looking for love.
Clarity. Clarity on your standards. Yeah. And you have to be so clear on your standards before you could expect them from someone else, right? So you have to get clarity on them before you are expressing them to someone. Yeah.
So good. This is certified. If you don't have a notebook, I'm telling you, seriously, you need to get a notebook for this show. So good. Before I recap top 5, anything more about number 5?
I think we'll talk more about it later, but definitely write that down somewhere. No expectations, but clear on your standards.
So good.
Yep.
For those who just came in and those who've been here but maybe you missed it, here goes Blake recapping as best as possible the top 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me. All right, here we go.
You've got it, Blake. I believe in you. You can do it.
This is not about me. It's about the people. Number 1, be yourself. Be open, clear, honest with exactly what you're looking for.
Boom.
Okay. So be yourself, number 1. Okay. Number 2 is the intimacy onion. You don't want to just go to a 5-star restaurant right out of the gate with someone before you've even met them. You want to ease into it. Let the natural progression of a relationship develop. Be curious. Oh, that's later. But yeah, just can you explain? Am I right on the intimacy onion?
Yeah, you're right. It's the key phrase is remember, people will earn your vulnerability. You don't want to open up and be completely vulnerable right away. People earn your vulnerability.
I like that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. Number 3, take action. As Dr. Morgan says, get in the box.
Get in the box.
Yeah. You are going to achieve so much more in life when you just go for it. If love is your number 1, go for your dreams. Get in the box.
Do it. You've got to be vulnerable. If you want the relationship that you've always wanted, you have to be willing to be vulnerable. You could stay in your comfort zone, but if you do that, you might be in your comfort zone and alone.
Number 4, just like a dancing star, it's a bit curious. It's not 100% sure. So,
yes.
Yeah, be curious. Just be like, wanting to know a little bit more about that person. Is that what you mean by be curious?
Show genuine interest in who they are. Show that you genuinely want to know who they are as a human. Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, sometimes you feel like a fish. Dating is going to feel like a fish out of water. Okay?
A fish out of water. Sometimes you'll feel that way. It's okay. It's good news.
But I do think number 5 will help, which is have no expectations. All right? And have clear standards as well. Up your standards, what you're looking for, but then have no expectations the whole time.
You nailed it, Blake. You took great notes. That is the 5 tips. Absolutely. Love it.
5 tips for finding love on Meet Me. Anyone who just came in, if you don't have them, I can send you it somehow. I will put this publicly.
Yeah. Well, we can review later too, but I hope that was helpful to all of you. Those are definitely things that'll get you going in the right direction. Absolutely.
If you're here and you found those 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me helpful, please put a 1 in the chat. We would love to know if you found that helpful. Dr. Morgan, I think we're doing okay.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you.
So awesome.
Yes, awesome. Ooh,
all right.
This is gonna be fun.
I am about to, I think, embarrass myself, but are we ready for? We're
gonna do the role play? Y'all, Blake is gonna get vulnerable. This is gonna be amazing. Are you ready for this?
Okay. So we do this. This is not about us. It's for the people. So we do
people.
We do role play scenarios to help reinforce some of the concepts. So I think the role play we have now, Dr. Morgan is a streamer on Meet Me, and Blake and her have chatted a couple times, right? And now Dr. Morgan has her date box open.
Yep.
And now Blake is gonna figure out what to say to Dr. Morgan as she's in the box. Oh man.
And you all can relate to this. I know you can. Drop a yes in the chat if you can relate when you like that person and now it's that time when you're about to tell them how you feel. Like, you know that feeling. Absolutely.
And if you don't want me to do this, let me know. I'll happily skip it. But
Blake, you got it.
All right. Here we go. All right. So again, Dr. Morgan, she is in the box. And I come in. Hey, Dr. Morgan, so good to see you.
Thanks for coming in my stream. Good to see you.
I know. I always have a great time with you. I thought about you yesterday. I was listening to some NSYNC, and I know you love NSYNC, and it just reminded me of the good vibes you always have.
Oh, you remembered that I love NSYNC. That's so sweet. What song was it?
Bye, bye, bye. Although in this last minute, I don't want to go bye, bye, bye. I'd love to hang out with you just a little longer. But yeah, you know what? I got a question for you. What is your perfect date? Like, what is a perfect date for you? Because I'm not gonna lie, a perfect date for me is like we have some like wine. We get to know each other, talk a little bit, and then we go. Maybe go to like Malibu, somewhere like that, and we have like a nice dinner. That would be a perfect date to me. I'm curious. Yeah, what's a perfect first date for you look like?
Wow, that actually sounds so good. What's really important to me is just really getting to know somebody and having good conversation. That's what I would want.
Okay, so this Malibu date is actually potentially a good idea.
Oh, are you asking me out?
I may be doing that. Yeah, I am asking you out.
Oh, wow. I really admire your bravery here in front of my audience, all the people that come into the stream. You are a brave man.
You miss all the shots you don't take in life. I'm taking mine. To all those watching in the chat, I have to say it publicly. I think Dr. Morgan's amazing, and I would love to take her out.
Okay. Wow. I'm really flattered. And I think we should do it, but I think we should talk off of the app and we'll figure it out.
And scene. There is so much
fireworks.
There's a lot to unpack. We're gonna later on in the show, I think Turk and Renee, who have actually found love on this app, we're gonna have some people who've actually found love on here. I think they're gonna talk to us about what works. Was I a little too forward there? Like, I don't know. I just got lost for a minute.
No, I think so. I think that was good. I think I think you can tell, like, if somebody has that energy or if they're hinting at it. So with that kind of question of, oh, so what is your ideal first date? I think, the person might be like, oh, why are you asking me this? So I try to be like playful with that. But yeah. Honestly, I really think, and the gender could have been the other way, but people really admire when you do have the bravery to be like, yeah, I'd like to take you out. I'd like to get to know you, right? That's a good one. Ooh. Like being able to say, hey, I'd like to get to know you. Yeah.
I like that. So Dr. Morgan is saying here and now, even though it's a public dating box, putting that intent out, it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do it.
Wow.
Do it.
So good.
Do it. Just go for it. Yep. Put it out there.
So good. For those just joining, welcome. This is Love Quest. You are tuned in live. Thank you so much. Dr. Morgan is a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach. We talked about the top 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me. We had a role play. We have another kind of role play scenario later. So if you like that role play, there's more where that came from. Dr. Morgan, anything to add before we get our featured guest up for a little discussion?
Just that you did great. Good job being vulnerable. I know everyone appreciates your vulnerability.
I am the most vulnerable man on Meet Me. Seriously, okay?
One thing I wanted to point out that Blake did, which was good, is he remembered something particular about me. He noted like, oh, she likes NSYNC. So then she mentioned that. So as a tip for you, when you want to connect with somebody, you want them to know you're interested, like, make sure that you notice something specific, because then people feel like, oh, they really do care. They really are interested. So like, pick up on the little details.
Perfect.
Yep.
Dr. Morgan, single sassy, come and request the box, you amazing person. And I'm seeing some of the most incredible people in our stream. We have show creators from Mercedes. Thank you for being here. We have Turk and Renee. We have Jameson, the next streaming star. We have an amazing collection of people. Thank you guys for being here.
I love it. Thanks for being here. I'll be back.
All right. This is one of the toughest moments of my life. Dr. Morgan's out. She's coming back. Single sassy, hello.
Hello, y'all.
You look so good.
Well, thank you.
So what do you think of what we talked about so far? Good stuff?
I loved all the tips. And oh my God. Jojo!
Any tips you'll take with you no matter where you go in the US and abroad?
Yeah, I mean, I take it on a plane. No, I mean, the man should always come to you. I believe that too. Like, I feel like the men should always come to us women first. But I also I believe that I really believe her, like, that they should come in the box and they should, like, that should be their move. Because if they're too shy to do that, like, if they can't even hold a 1.5-minute conversation in your box, and that's what I tell people on my singles night, like, you can't hold that conversation, then how are we going to go on a date? Like, it's a big, like, if I can't even have that conversation with you, then you probably are not going to be able to hold a conversation. And if you're intimidated by me on here, then you're going to be way intimidated by me in person, because it's just going to be me and you.
Okay, true. If you can't handle me on my meet me, how could you handle me off? I got
Right.
you.
And I think that that's where a lot of people, because they see you as like sort of a celebrity on here, but then when it comes down to it, like you're a person, you're a real person. So just come on, see who the real person is in all of us, and shoot your shot. See what happens.
Ooh. So you're someone, for those who don't know, Single Sassy is an amazing person. How long have you been a top badge on the app?
I've been a top badge for almost, in May, it'll be 2 years.
Okay, so for 2 years you've been on the app. Disclose as much as you like about dating experience. Like, have you had some dating experiences? Whatever you are willing to share for the betterment of the people. Talk to us.
I've met. Okay, he was once my top gifter. I met him, and then I met him in person, and then I went to New York and spent a weekend with him over New Year's the year before last, and he just couldn't keep a conversation. So, and that's where I was like, this has to be a big change on what I do. Like when I'm, like I have to make sure that these guys are having more conversations and stuff. He was real intimidated by the box or phone calls and stuff like that. And I'm like, you definitely got to make sure you're encouraging them more to do that. Because then I wasted my time. I wasted 2 days like hanging out with him because I was like, this sucks. Like,
yeah,
I felt so awkward. I'm like, I felt like I knew this guy so well, but then he wouldn't talk. Like, so he only knew that he knew me so well, but I didn't really know him.
Oh, so that's one of your tips is like, use this Meet Me platform where it's a video platform. We get to see people. Right. We get to feel the vibe. Use it to actually unpack and discover some things.
Yeah, and that's a big, thank you for all the gifts, everyone. And that's why a big deal why I have them like get in the box and I don't make it at all about me on that night. I have them get in the box and discuss, you know, anything that they're looking for in a relationship, anything that they want out of a relationship, where they see themselves in a few years, stuff like that. Those kind of questions if they can't like keep it going, you know?
So true. So true. So, okay. So you've had some dating experiences, you know, some of them have not gone exactly your way. However, you are still open to finding love on the app. Is that correct?
Yeah, I for sure think you can. And I feel like some people have really found love on the app, and I really think you can. It's just you have to weed through a lot of people to be able to find that, you know. So as long as you're open to it and stay open, then I think you will find it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're amazing. I feel honestly so lucky that you said yes to coming on the show. Single Sassy is like one of the first people, like you're the first streamer I saw on this app, and I went into your lives and I'm like, you are such a badass. You're so cool. You're so kind to everyone. Yeah, what else? Would you like to share anything else kind of you going to, you know, baller islands with your streaming community? Would you like to share anything about kind of your streams and like, you know, what you do on here?
I mean, I'm all about being positive and you know, as long as you put your best foot forward on this app and you give it what you want out of this app, you're going to get that back. There's going to be negativity, everyone, and that's what my advice was to Blake. I said, with your top badge, there's going to be negativity, but as long as you put in it what you want, you're going to get it back. And it is hard, but you have to love what you get. And I mean, these people in here, they all follow me in here. They're amazing. They do this for me. Anywhere I tell them to go, they go. You know what I mean? They're amazing. It's an amazing community. Where else do you have that? I don't have that in real life. I don't have friends that will be like, hey, we're all going over to McDonald's. Everyone come over to McDonald's. Like, you can do that on this community. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell everyone, hey, let's all go spam Blake's chat and make his first time so great. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
So it's amazing. It's amazing that you can do that to someone and show love like this. So
cool. Great advice. before Dr. Morgan comes up, again, she's a clinical psychologist, relationship coach, and she's just an amazing person. Do you have any questions for her? Like anything that's been on your mind? You're like, I'd love to ask her.
Okay, so Dr. Morgan, I mean, I feel like the women on this app, we find out that men are lying a lot. So do you have any advice about that?
All right. Dr. Morgan's got it. I'm sure she's got that. Appreciate you so much. Again, if you're in my stream, this is my absolute pleasure. I get to say this. Make sure you favorite Single Sassy. She has an incredible singles night. Is it every Monday night?
Tuesday nights we do singles night at 7:30 p.m.
Singles night. If you are looking for love, if you want to take some of the top 5 tips and implement them, you check out Singles night.
All right. Love you.
All right. Love you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Bye. Speechless. That is one incredible person. I am absolutely humbled she said yes to coming on this show. Sassy is seriously amazing. Like, I'm like tearing up right now she came on this show. I love you. Oh, man.
Oh, Sassy. She's so great. Wow. So nice to meet her. What an incredible person.
Yeah. Incredibly strong, incredibly sweet. You know, she's the whole package.
Yes.
Seriously.
She is. Wow. That was so great. And I really appreciated her vulnerability. We're all here learning together. And I thought she had really good advice. So Sassy, thank you. Thank you for coming. So I know her question was about people lying, right?
Yeah.
There's so much we could say about that. But like, first off, I just want to acknowledge how terrible that is. And I'm so sorry if that's happened to any of you. Like, actually, maybe drop a yes in the chat if that's ever happened to you.
Drop a yes if that has happened to you.
Oh no, it's so painful. So I just want to acknowledge how hard that is, and to give yourself so much self-compassion, because remember, that's not about you as a human, right? That's about the other person. No one deserves to be lied to. We all deserve integrity. So knowing that about yourself, and when you're clear on your standards of no lying, honest communication, then absolutely, as soon as you find out that there's lies, you're gone, right? Because you're clear on your standards. That's a good example of knowing your standards. Yeah.
Perfect. And for those, if you're just coming in, you're so welcome to be here. Thanks for coming to Love Quest. This is your dating and relationship talk show. I'm Blake Premier, your host, Dr. Morgan, clinical psychologist, relationship coach, and just the best love advice giver in the entire country. Seriously, it's nuts.
Oh, we're having fun. I'm so excited. We're going to answer some questions, because we have been getting so many questions from you all, which we really appreciate. Oh, look, Thanksgiving came early.
So,
by the way, we're going to stream on Thanksgiving, y'all. Come have turkey dinner with us. We're going to be here next Thursday for sure.
I told Chris, I'm like, we're in. We're Thursday night, next Thursday. You know, if you're remote.
Nowhere I'd rather be than with Blakey Poo over here, just having a Thanksgiving party. It's going to be great.
So this is a new segment right here. This is a new segment. Woo! We have never done this one before, but let's see how this goes. We have been taking questions, or I've been taking questions on Instagram. Follow me, Blake. Meet me on Insta. You can ask, I opened up the box for questions. So there was 3 main themes. People were getting a bit scared. There were 3 main questions, and to get us in the right mood, I'm gonna play a little song. So I'm gonna play a little song before I talk about the theme. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Here is the first song. This is brand new, Delicate. No one's ever seen this segment.
Playing from Benjamin's MacBook Pro 2.
Uh-oh. Okay.
since I left the city.
All right.
Okay.
So, Hotline Bling, we have the #1 most asked question to me on both Instagram and all over the place. Dr. Morgan, we need your help. Hookups. Hookups. For those of us who are looking for love, we really want to find the person of our dreams. You know, how can we prevent getting in situations where people are looking for hookups? And yeah, talk to us, because it's something we're all dealing with here.
Let's talk about this. And I love the Hotline Bling intro, I have to say. You know, when the Hotline Bling, you can only mean one thing, right? So, okay. So when you are clear on your standards and you know, hey, I'm looking for a long-term, healthy relationship, I'm going to follow the intimacy onion. It's going to be slow, gradual, reciprocal over time, right? We're going to build a secure connection.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Intimacy, physical intimacy, aka hooking up, usually has a high amount of emotional investment connected to it. And for a lot of us, sometimes we kid ourselves, we pretend like it doesn't, like, oh, you know, I just have sexual needs or whatever. But there is a high level of emotional investment that is connected to physical intimacy. For most of us as humans, it's designed that way evolutionarily because we need to be able to bond with somebody that we would procreate with, right? So it's just by design. There's emotional intimacy connected with sex. So when you're clear that what you want to build is long-term, healthy, stable, you have to be very, very boundaried about the physical connection. So here's what happens. People use physical intimacy to create emotional safety. What they should do, create emotional safety, then have physical intimacy.
Mic drop, guys. #7. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely. And I think you've made the clear point. I mean, you've nailed it out of the park. You made a clear point that if you truly are looking for love, you're looking for that long-term, that forever, that I'm going to have a little baby in this world, hookups are bad. We've established that.
Yeah,
However,
they detract from your goal, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. But I think people are also just curious, like how come sometimes, you know, on this app, but it's not just on this app, it is on the internet, on dating apps. Yeah. How come it seems like they're attracting men and women who are only looking for that? How do we attract the right people?
So this is really, really important. And this is a tough love moment. So y'all know sometimes we got to do tough love. Okay, couple things. What is your relationship blueprint, aka what are you expecting? A lot of you are out there expecting that people just want to hook up. So then your brain is naturally drawn to people who just want a hookup because that is what you are expecting. So boom. And then the next part is you have to realize, how am I presenting myself? Are my standards clear? Or when it comes down to it, am I just choosing what the other person wants because I don't want to be alone?
That's mic drop, but I can't find the mic. Dang.
Okay. Yeah.
Oof.
So be clear on your standards. Mm-hmm.
Got it. So it is a problem with boundary. So for a lot of us, it is a boundary issue.
Yeah, because I think some of us, and you know, ladies, I think guys too, but you'll kind of kid yourself that, oh, if I just give them maybe what they want, then they will build that connection with me. Like you'll kind of lie to yourself because you're like, oh, but it will get to where I want it to be. But that's not how it works. It's not how it works. You can't use physical intimacy to fix a relationship or to create one. You gotta start with the emotional health, the stability first.
That's so good. And then lastly, I think, let me get your opinion on this, because just like Meet Me has a profile, you know, you have profiles on dating apps. So is there something tied in with that? The pictures you choose, what you put in your bio, can that kind of help deflect some of the people who are looking for just a little of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you should be intentional. Ask yourself, okay, the securely attached version of me that wants a healthy relationship, that is confident in who she is, that knows what she deserves or what he deserves. What does that profile look like? And make sure that it matches up.
So good. So good. For those just joining, if you're just coming in, welcome to Love Quest, dating relationship talk show. Dr. Morgan's in the box. She's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach. She speaks from a wealth of experience. So good. All right. You ready for number 2?
I am. Let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna go with actually my favorite one. Is NorCal Blondie here? This is hers. I'm very excited about this one. This is one of my favorite questions. All right, this is from NorCal Blondie. Here's a song that's gonna, I think, give a little bit of context. Such a good song. It's raining men.
It is raining men. Hallelujah.
The number 2 most asked question to me before the show, and I'm going to quote NorCal Blondie's, hers was, "Where the men at?" That was the,
It's rated men, NorCal. It's rated men. And to clarify, it's also rating women, okay? It's rating both, men and women. Yep. So
explain it to us, because no, this is like serious. Like I got comments saying like, where are the single guys? You know, where are the guys at? Where are the nice guys? I got that actually a lot.
Okay. Here's the thing. There are so many people out there right now who would be so stoked to date you. There are so many single people out there right now who would love to have a relationship with you. And if some of you, when you hear that, you're like, no, what does that tell you? It tells you that there is something about your mindset and the way that you're thinking about dating that's holding you back. Because once again, our brains create a template, and then we look into our reality to confirm whatever template that is. So you need to have abundance mindset when you're dating. Know that there's so many people out there, because there are. Look at all we got. How many people are in this chat who are looking for love? Look at the evidence, y'all. Come on.
If you're in this chat, we got Hippie. We got some people here.
Drop a me if you're looking for love. Oh, we're about to do matchmaking, Blake. We're branching out.
Seriously. And there's some amazing people. Perfect. Flaw, Geo, Savvy, Delicate. Okay. Anthony, Chris. I mean, there's amazing people in here opening their heart to looking for love. So what you're saying, Dr. Morgan, is that kind of, that comment actually comes from you just not believing in abundance, which in fact you should believe. There are a lot of great men out there. Maybe it's tougher to find them, but they're out there.
There are a lot of great men out there, and a lot of times when we've been hurt in the past, our brain will actually, as a protective thing, will just be like, oh, all men are jerks, all men are players. But it's because that's actually what keeps you distanced, right? So you need to change it and say, there are men out there right now who would love to date me, who would be an amazing partner. They are available to me right now. And then you start to connect with those people because they are out there.
So good. So good. We do have Turk and Renee here. If you guys are, I just want to recognize I love having you guys here. And one of you, I would be thrilled, or both of you at some point, to come up and share your story. We have had some real people find love on this app. So it has so happened. All right. Awesome. Okay.
Love it.
That was a great one. So NorCal Blondie, if you're ever like, where the men at? You put on that song. You get in the mindset.
Amen.
It is raining on you. All right.
Rihanna has a remix too. That's really good. Just throwing that out there.
Good point. All right. Here is question number 3. Tell me it's real.
Yes.
It's a classic. Casey and JoJo.
So good. Yes.
Dr. Morgan, tell me that it's real. That's a classic.
I love that song. Casey and JoJo. Oh.
So good. Again, we're being a bit silly with the music, but seriously though, I'm saying my number 3 most like repeated question to me when I said this was the topic was, how do we know it's real? Like, how do we know this is real? If we're talking with someone, how do we know we're building a real connection? I had like 3 different variations of that exact question.
This is an incredible question. I understand why people ask it. How do you know when it's real? Particularly if you've been hurt in the past, maybe you feel like, you can't really trust yourself, right? But that's my number 1 tip, is know that you can trust yourself. You really do know. You really can trust yourself. And one of the tips I want to give you is look at how you feel with that person. Do you feel heard? Do you feel seen? Do you feel like they really know you? We all, at the end of the day, we just really want to be known for who we are, right? So do you feel known? Do you feel heard? Do you feel safe, right? And then my second way to know if it's real, look at the effort. What is the effort in the relationship? Are they showing up? Are they doing the things that show that, hey, I'm in this. This is real. We're doing it. Like we're in it for the long haul. Are they putting in that effort?
So good. So if you're getting texts at midnight every night, not a good sign maybe that,
Busy on the weekends, and then a text at 2 a.m. You up? That's not real.
Look for the sign. As my amazing friend Dr. Morgan says, you are a data scientist, right? You're just trying to
you're a love
collect
scientist.
data.
Yes.
Love scientists. Love scientists. And these are good ways to know it's real. What are their actions telling you?
Yes, look at the data, look at their actions, and then tune into how you feel when you're with them. We all know those people where maybe we're dating them, but we don't really feel like we can be ourselves, or we don't feel like we can ask for what we need. So tune in. You should feel like the best version of yourself when you're with your partner in that healthy relationship. So notice how you feel, and then look at the data. Are they putting in effort?
Dr. Morgan, that was so good. For those who just came in, I'm so sorry you missed out a bit, but it's all good. Welcome to Love Quest. This is our dating relationship talk show. We do this every Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Dr. Morgan in the building. I'm Blake Premier, your host. So good.
So good.
So we have some really special guests. They can request the box whenever they are free. We have Turk, we have Renee, we have real people who have found love on this app. And again, our mission with this episode is to figure out how we can find love. And sometimes I think knowing that someone else did it kind of can give you that confidence. You can do it as well. So
that is so important. Yes.
All right. I'm going to get someone very special up in the box, Dr. Morgan. I'll see you very soon. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, my honor to say, Turk.
What's going on, buddy?
What have you thought of this show?
It's interesting. I've heard her say some things. I like some of them. Some things I didn't necessarily agree with, but you know, everything that she says, you take what applies to you, and you use it. Not everything that everybody works for somebody else is going to work for you. So you apply what does, and you work with that.
Okay, I hear you two coming in. Shots fired. Appreciate you being here. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, no
thank you
shots.
so much. Talk to me, man. What for those of us who are hopeless romantics? How did you use this app to find the love of your life?
So first things first. I've been on this app for a long time. Very long time. For a very long time on this app, I've been surrounded by thousands of people, but I never felt as alone as I did even being surrounded by all the people that I was surrounded by. I came across this person. Used to lurk in her stream. Didn't really say much because I was who I was on the app, and I didn't, you know what I mean? You got to watch out for, as a man, and this I'm speaking as a man right now. When you're big on this app, you have to watch out for certain things. People in here that they're gonna have ulterior motives. What can they get from you? So what I did is I lurked. I wanted to catch who this person, you know, I catch who the person is as a person, try to catch a vibe from them. And I went in there one day and I tried to get into her box. So this is why I said not everything applies. And she denied me. She said, "No, I'm gay. Why would I let a man walk, you know, get in my box?" Was her exact words. I don't like men. So I was like, all right, bet, and I left. We knew of each other then. Like, she was reading my live, I was reading her live. Like, we were acquaintances. We really didn't talk. And she came in my live one day, and you know, me being me, I was like, you know, how you doing today, beautiful? She was like, not good. I was like, what's going on? She was like, nothing. My anxiety's acting up really bad. I was like, you know, do you need somebody to talk to? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, you know, bet. I sent her a hi and I sent her my phone number. I said, whenever you want me to, you know, call, just let me know. And she's like, can you talk now? I was like, bet, end up my stream. Now, that means a lot to a woman. For those of you men that are in here, when you're a big streamer in this app, a lot of women think this app comes before everything. I was having a 100,000 diamond live. Was on for like 15 minutes and ended it in a heartbeat. Why? Because somebody needed something. You put people first. So we got on the phone. We were on the phone for like an hour and a half. Calmed her down. Went back live. That was kind of the start of it. That's where it started. And you know, she started coming around more, and she eventually became my best friend. Somebody I confided everything into, and yeah, it's been an interesting journey. Very interesting journey. Why you had to put that out there though, babe?
We'll skip that. Seriously, was it love at first sight? Like when you first saw her, did you know instantly, or did it take a little time once you got to know her?
So, me personally, I don't believe in such thing as love at first sight through the internet. The reason why I don't believe that is because, yes, you can have the power of attraction, but love has to do with who the person is, and you can't see that through a screen.
Yeah.
So, exactly, it's lust when you first see them. But like I said, as I got to know her and finally driving 28 hours out there to meet her for the first time, yeah, it was love.
So cool. So you saw someone, you thought, oh, this is someone interesting. I appreciate, you know, their vibe. And, you know, I'm going to let it be known that I actually do care about them. And so would that be kind of your, any advice for us, you know, because a lot of us, I think, have seen other streamers we're interested in, you know, we don't know our approach, we're kind of trying to figure that out.
My biggest piece of advice is, if you're looking for love, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find it. Because you're looking for it. It's hard to find something you're looking for. What I would say is open yourself up to allow people to come into your life in whatever way they're coming in, and then let things blossom or whatever. Because even a flower starts off as a seed, and then it blooms. So allow people to come into your life and, you know, build a friendship, because you got to have a foundation. You got to have something. If you don't have a foundation, the house is going to fall. So let that foundation build, and you never know what may come from that. It takes time. That's the thing. Patience is a virtue in everything in life, especially in love and relationships. And yeah, just stop looking for it. Love yourself. Be content
Yeah.
with who you are and be happy with who you are. And eventually somebody will come along and appreciate who you are.
Turk, you just had a mic drop moment, my friend. Yeah, no, we talk about that too with the soulmate, right? I think people often think you're searching for your soulmate when in fact it's just you getting in touch with who you are.
You're searching for
getting
yourself.
to know, the real deep you. So now you are opening yourself to radiate that light that then attracts that person you're looking for. So I feel you.
And there was a question you had asked Dr. Morgan, right?
Yeah.
When do you know it's real?
Yes.
So I knew it was real. She streams very late, and our time differences. She's an hour behind me. So right now it's 11 o'clock at night. She streams at until 1 o'clock in the morning. Her time is 2. I got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work.
Yep.
I knew it was real when I had no problem sacrificing my sleep, because there would be no dream that would be better than the reality of being with her. That's when I knew it was real. So,
Turk, appreciate you, man.
Alls and all that stuff. Listen. Another tip for men, please stop putting up this tough image like we don't have feelings, because I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that.
True.
Show your emotions. They need to see it.
Absolutely. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you sharing it. It happened to you. You found one of the most incredible, everyone loves Renee. You did it. You found someone
They better love her from a distance.
True.
That's all I'm saying. Because I can fight and her bestie can rumble.
All right, man. Nothing but love. Appreciate you spending some time with us. Take care. Turk was in the building. Dr. Morgan, come on up. That is an OG of this app, a true pioneer on the app.
Hey.
We're about to get overshadowed, everyone. Blue is here.
I brought Blue. Oh, Turk. So he's such a good guy. And I have to say, I actually loved the last thing that he said probably the most about men need to be able to show their feelings, right? And women, I think we so appreciate that. And I feel like we are all growing as a society, and, men are becoming more comfortable, but just knowing that you want to really know who your partner is and what they're really feeling. So that it's hot when you're vulnerable. Being vulnerable is hot. So guys, remember that.
I'm not going to lie. Turk has just influenced me and made me change my decision a little bit with the role play. This dog is
okay.
So cute. Well, no, with the role play, I thought it was really good how I did the NSYNC. I thought it was really great to talk about the perfect date. I thought it was cool to catch that vibe. But I think it's kind of true. I mean, I think maybe, asking for a number or something in the date box, maybe that approach is a lot. This date box and other experiences are a great way to connect and build that friendship.
Yes.
And then, maybe.
Well, yeah, I definitely feel like we align on that piece of, the intimacy onion of, just as I was saying, build that secure connection first. Build the connection, show the person that you genuinely care about them. Clearly Turk was really tuned into his partner and, her anxiety, and he was helping Renee with that. So he showed that he listened and that he cared. So prove to somebody that you care about them as a person before you say, hey, I want to take you out, right? Because otherwise, if somebody's coming to you and they're like, hey, I want to take you out, you might feel like, but you don't even know me. I know I've had that experience where I've been approached and it's like, you don't even know me. Why would you want to take me out? So prove that you want to know them and that there's a connection.
So good. I know we have some other people who wanted to come up. Renee, you don't have to come if you want to give the other side. I know Delicate had something she wanted to share. Love has happened on this app. Turk is saying yes. I mean, I think it'd be so cool to hear the other side, but no pressure, of course. Wouldn't that be cool to hear the other side?
Let's hear from Renee. Absolutely.
this is the couple of Meet Me, Dr. Morgan.
I
this
love
is
it.
like, yeah, this is the couple that gets talked about all the time. Relationship goals, they are a standard that we all like talk about.
No, I love it. I'm so glad they're both here. Yeah, let's do it.
And while they wait, let me just recap for those just coming in. Thank you for coming to the show. This is Love Quest. Dr. Morgan is in the box, clinical psychologist, relationship coach. I'm your host, Blake. We went over earlier the top 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me. I could recap those quick, but if you're looking for it, maybe I'll post it on Instagram, something like that. Real quick, I'm going to be so quick. The top 5 tips. Number 1, be yourself. Be open, clear, honest. Number 2, the intimacy onion. Pacing, right? Let someone earn your vulnerability. So when you're first meeting someone on the app, we don't suggest sharing your whole life story. So let them slowly learn more about you, find out more about you. Number 3, take action. As Dr. Morgan says, get in the box. If you see someone you like, you're going to overthink it. Just take action, get up in there, do it. Number 4 is be curious. Be curious about that person. Be excited to get to know them. Number 5, no expectations. Keep your standards high, but have no expectations. Dr. Morgan, I ran through those quick. Talk to me. What do you think?
You did great. You did absolutely great. And the last one really relates to what Turk was saying. Is his name Turk or Turkey? Okay. Anyways, it relates to, right, no expectations. That means that you're not like forcing love. You're not looking for it, but you're open to it, right? Like you're clear on your standards. You know what you want, but you're not forcing it, right? So no expectations, clear on your standards. That's got to be one of the most important tips right there.
Clear your expectations, or no expectations, clear on your standards.
Boom, yes.
Oh, and if you feel it's the right one, Jim B, thank you, my friend. I think what Jim B is saying, if you feel like it's the right one, you've gone on a sufficient amount of dates, feel free to pop that question. So good.
Yes.
Renee, are you coming up? Again, no worries if you're busy or don't want to, but you're so welcome to come share the other side of the story.
This is Blue. People ask his name. This is baby Blue. He's 10 weeks old. He's our mascot. He is the mascot of Love Quest.
Absolutely. He is. He's cute. He's curious, right? He embodies a lot of what we try to teach him.
Yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
Excited. He's still got that puppy love. That's what we're looking for.
That's right.
So good. Okay, so we recap the top 5 tips to finding love on Meet Me.
I'd love to hear people, I don't know if we want to move into this yet, but just people's takeaways from the show so far. Like, what are the things that you're going to remember that you feel like will help you? Because that's why Blake and I are here. We wanted to help you find love. So drop in the chat, what are your biggest takeaways from the show tonight?
I love it. Okay, Renee, we're going to get you up right after this. This is great. Yeah, let's read some of these. I'm going to read them out loud. Delicate, stop looking for love. We have to clarify that, but delicate, stop looking for love. I think, Dr. Martin, we'll talk about that. Beth, be yourself. Tisa says, get in the box. Hippie says, being vulnerable, trying to trust. Blue says, get in the box. So you're getting the box. K-Baby, get in the box. Stick to your standards. Don't say too much. Gabby, build a foundation before intimacy. Flex, great to have you, man. The bestie, getting in the box. Everyone loves it. A-Baby, stop having high expectations. Waiting. Have faith. Take action and allow yourself to be vulnerable. So, get in the box was a big one for us.
It looks like it. Yes, absolutely. I feel like, we'll have to clarify about the looking for love thing. Yep.
Let's clarify that, because I am so open to love. I'm convinced in my head I won't find love on Meet Me. And so, help me clarify that. We are going to get the other side. There's always 2 sides to the story. We heard from Turk. What did you call him?
I called him Turkey. I was like, is it Turkey? I couldn't remember.
Let's hear from the other side. Renee is coming up in the box. Dr. Morgan. Oh, man, that was awesome. Renee.
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for joining.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it so much. Have you enjoyed the show?
I love this show. This is my first time on the show, and I already love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. All right. So we talked to Turk a bit about it. Talk to us. What was your experience like finding the love of your life? It happened to you on Meet Me.
We did. So I was always the streamer. Didn't come on this app to actually find love. And then Turkey Tip caught my eye out of nowhere. Just how he is, just him being himself. He is, Jimby, thank you. There's so much I could say, but it's really long. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 minute.
No, it's okay.
Hold on.
Mommy first. No worries. She'll be coming back real life, which we all live. She's going to be talking for those just coming in. Welcome to Love Quest. We have Renee coming and joining us, talking about how she found love on Meet Me. So for those of you who are looking for love on the app, it has happened. It has so happened with a couple that is like fantastic. Literally a couple that we all love. So not only has love happened, it's happened to the highest order. So Dr. Morgan, if you want to come back up, we will wait for Renee with you. Come on down. Okay, baby, finding love in a hopeless place. Oh, Dr. Morgan.
Hello.
I got a trip. Yeah, if you're looking for love, it can feel like a pirate ship, but don't walk off the plank.
Nope, don't walk off the plank. Absolutely not.
Have a dinner.
Thanks.
So this is the number one question right now. Talk to us about this. Delicate said it, and now I'm like wanting your opinion about the not looking for love. Talk to us.
So people will sometimes say this, like, "Oh, don't look for it," blah blah blah. But here's the thing, like actually we can do that as a way to avoid it because we're hurt. So we feel like, oh, if I don't look for it, then that's how it's going to happen, right? But here's the thing. I like to use the metaphor of the open palm, right?
Okay.
Like you want to be open to love and receiving of it, but that also means that you have to put yourself in situations that allow for it to come to you. So it's like, if I have an open palm, I can allow it to come. But then if it comes and I like squeeze it, it's not going to go well. This is my bird metaphor, right? If you're like trying to get a bird to come to you, you have an open palm. Guess what? You got to put in the bird seed. So you are being intentional, but then when it comes your way, you're not like squeezing it and freaking out. And you're also not telling it to go. Most people, if they get in that mindset of, oh, I'm not looking for it, they'll actually push it away when it shows up. So be in receiving mode. Be in receiving mode. And yeah, thank you.
So good. I also think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's some honesty with yourself. So starting off your mornings, really intentional. We talk about a morning formula. So starting off your mornings with, looking at your life goals, like imagining yourself having a family, like really getting in that as you start your day and, not just pushing it off. Because I think, I'll be honest with everyone, I'm the most vulnerable man on Meet Me. I think the main reason I am single at 34 is because I just I push it away, I deflect. In my 20s, it was partying, other things like that. I think I haven't had that vision every morning that it's going to happen. I'm going to find the love of my life. And I think that would help me so much.
Yeah, create the certainty and then make the space in your life for what you want. Some of you have what I like to call plastic plant relationships that don't have any capability of going anywhere. So you're giving your precious energy and your water, right? Like you're giving it to plastic plants. So make the space for what you want. Create the space and get clear and intentional about what it is and be open to receiving it. You know, I'm not saying like you're going out and you're chasing people down or you're like grabbing onto love when it comes to you, but you are open to it, you know it's out there, and you are intentionally attracting it into your life.
Mic drop moment. We talked about this was it last week with Delicate Sweets a bit about breaking up, you know, and after a breakup, we fill up, you know, our emotional needs with stuff like flirty texting, getting into the stuff that actually is not really on the long term, you know, our path. We're looking for that love, you know, by us engaging in those activities, by engaging in the flirty text, all that stuff, we are filling up the space that could be filled with stuff like healthy eating, you know, making sure we're really, you know, doing the right things in terms of fitness, other things that are going to fill us up so we're joyful to the world every day.
Yeah, fill up your own gas tank so you have the capacity to show up for the love that you really want, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to have that person who's you're really meant to be with, who you could really build a beautiful life with. You don't want to have them come in your life, but then you're totally worn out and depleted because you've been giving your energy to all this other, you know, plastic plant BS. So make sure that you are protecting the space for the love that you really want.
So true. Again, if you're just coming into the stream, we've had an amazing show. This is Love Quest. It's a dating relationship talk show. Dr. Morgan's in the box. She's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach, and someone who truly cares about helping all of us find the love of our lives. My journal is like getting full. I take notes.
I love it, Blake. I love
Seriously. Let's see. How you doing on time? I know we're a bit over. How's time looking for you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
We have time.
Well, we're waiting for Renee to come back if she can. I know she's got a real life, but we'd love to hear from her. We have Delicate. She's not going to be in. Oh, congratulations, Corey. One of your great friends just leveled up.
I know. What's up, Corey?
Let's get our amazing friend Delicate. She's going to come in for just 1 minute and share a little something.
Cool.
All right. One of, seriously, this stream's favorite people. We love her. Delicate.
Hi.
Hey.
I always have questions. It never stops, ever.
All good. Talk to us. What's on your mind?
Okay. My question is, when you meet someone on here, how do you know it's real? Because the likelihood of them not living in your state or nearby is less because we put ourselves all over the place. We don't ever, like me, I'm in New York, but really I'm in Washington, so I can meet people that live far away. But what I want to know is how exactly do I know that it's real when they don't live here? I mean, I've experienced dating on here once before, and I'm not saying it wasn't real, it just wasn't the one. So I'm not going to keep, and I didn't mean my comment in regards to like, I'm going to stop looking for love. That was said wrong. It just more focusing on myself was something that I took out of today's topic, even though we've said it before. I don't know.
So true.
Yeah.
Delicate. All right. So she's asking.
Playing from Benjamin's MacBook
I'm going to
Pro.
play the song again. I'm going to get you out. Thank you so much. Come on, Dr. Morgan. How do we know it's real? Tell me it's real. What do you think, Dr. Morgan?
Well, first off, I love Delicate Sweets.
We love
Thanks
her.
for coming in, Delicate. We love you so much. We got you, girl. We are going to help you on this journey, on your love quest. So glad to see you here. So here's the thing. I actually saw what Corey said. He said, buy a plane ticket. Honestly, you know it's real by the effort, right?
Yep.
Like, and if it's long distance, I think it's not impossible, but there has to be upfront conversations about what it looks like to build a long-term relationship, right? Like,
Yep.
Are you willing to relocate? Are they willing to relocate? Is there going to be visiting that happens? A lot of us will be in a long distance relationship because it feels safe.
Yep.
Because we don't have to actually be present and actually be totally emotionally available because of the distance. So you have to be really aware of, if there's distance, are people actually emotionally available? So to tell that, when are you going to meet up? When are you going to see them? Like, find out the level of effort that they're going to give.
So true. Renee, request if you're open to joining us, request the box. All good if you have other duties, but we're winding down the show a bit. For those coming in, this is Love Quest. We will be back. Am I correct, Dr. Morgan, that next Thursday, Thanksgiving, which is a great time, honestly, for us who are single to learn a little bit more of dating? Because I'm not gonna lie, like on Thanksgiving, when you don't have that special someone, it does make you, it's a good opportunity to learn some tips to go find that love of your life.
I am so excited to be here with you all on Thanksgiving. It's going to be great. And yeah, it's a great time as a community to come together. And I know Blake and I just want to continue to support you all on your Love Quest journey. We are here for you. So we're going to have some fun next week. I can't wait. So good. And actually, Corey brings up a good one. Thank you, Lady. Can we talk about how to bring your date home? That would be a good one for next week a bit. We could touch on that. We should talk about it. We totally should. How to introduce your date to your family. Ooh, Corey, is that what you're dealing with this Thanksgiving? Wow, congratulations. He said yes. Corey. Go, Corey. Ooh. We love that guy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Renee is back. She's going to join us. We will get her in the box. Man, Corey. Oh, wait, you're single? Hey. So sorry. Oh, no worries. Talk to us. So we're picking up where we left off. You were telling us a little bit about, finding Turk and finding love on the app. Yes. So I had came across him, as he explained. From then, everything was just history. I really wasn't the one to come on this app and find true love, but it just happened with Turk. I don't know. It just happened. Like, that spark was there. It was there. And was it that spark immediate? Did it take some time to develop, or? It did take some time. I was the one who said, I love you to him first. But my words were, I would go into a stream and I wouldn't say, hey, I love you. I would just say, hey, I'm really fond of you. Okay. That's how we had like a little like moments where we were like flirt and, but one day I just said, hey, and he was like, what? I was like, I love you. And he was like, oh, like he froze. He didn't say it back to me. So I'm like, okay. But throughout, yes, he did say it like within like that week that he did love me. Thank you. A big step was for him coming to see me. He is from Philly and I am from Texas. I don't do well with long distance relationships, anything like that. But with Turk, it just feels so, we're always on FaceTime 24/7. He's on the phone with me when I'm like in the shower, using the restroom, everything. I'm driving, or, I feel like he's right there with me. And we just feel so comfortable with each other. We could do anything around each other. So you truly developed a friendship. Like you guys, yeah. First and foremost, be yourself. Be yourself. It's natural. He's a lot like me, but he's like a guy version. It's like I'm dating a guy version of myself. I don't know if that's good or that's bad, but it worked. Yes, it worked. It did. And if me and Turk can find love on this app, anybody else can. 100%. You just don't go looking for it. Let it come to you. And it comes. I think that, that's the general theme that we're kind of unpacking here, is just opening yourself to the possibilities of love without being like overly like, I have to find it this second in my life. Yes, we did have a big show on here a couple of months ago. Oh, yeah. The Hunt for Love with me and Turk. And he gave me a promise ring. And it just, I just knew Turk was the one for me.
and we're already planning on moving in together. He will be moving here to Texas, and another big step is me meeting his kids. He's already met my son. I will be meeting his kids really, really soon, but the situation with COVID right now makes things harder, but I'm ready.
So good. So for those, as we close this up, for those of us who aspire to be the 2.0 of you guys, like who want to be the next Renee and Turk, who want to have, you guys have an awesome relationship. Like it is clear to everyone.
Thank you.
Like
I wouldn't necessarily say be the next Renee and Turk.
Okay.
It's different. It's really different. But find love within yourself. Don't be a Renee and Turk. Don't be like a Kim K and Kanye or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Be your own love. That's all I'm gonna say. Just there's a lot of people on this app that do look up to us, but it's not. It's more than that. It's more than that.
Got you. Renee, I appreciate you giving us the other side. Thank you so much. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Bye.
Take care. Seriously, so cool. Yeah, I have to clarify that, I guess. When I'm saying be the next Renee and Turk, I'm not saying the exact replica. I'm just saying being able to find love, to have a great relationship. I think, Turk, we're going to have you up for just a minute. I know we wanted to share something. Again, it's an amazing thing that we have both Turk and Renee up in here. So I'll bring up Turk real quick. Dr. Morgan will wind down the show. Thank you guys so much for being here.
I just wanted to comment on somebody had asked, I believe it was Delicate, how do you know it's real if it's long distance?
Ooh.
What I go by, and this goes for men or women. She's in Texas. I'm in Philly. I'm not an ugly dude. I'm not a bad dude. She's not an ugly girl. She's not a bad woman. She can just as easily find something where she's at. I can easily find something where I'm at, but we don't. That's one way you know it's real. When you can have something where you're at and choose not to. Number two, you can lie through words. You can lie through body language. One thing that never lies is the way you look at somebody. Find somebody when they look at you, you can feel it. Because you can't lie through your eyes. Eyes never lie. That's how you know it's real.
My man. Awesome. That makes a lot of sense.
You can do it through FaceTime. Delicate. Watch our battles. Go into her live when I'm in the box. Come into my live when I'm in the box. You'll see what everybody else sees. They say, I want somebody to look at me the way Turk looks at Renee. Or I want somebody to look at me the way Renee looks at Turk. You can just see it's real. There's no doubts in it. Because it just gives off that feel. You know, you can't hide that. You can't fake it.
So true. Perfect. Appreciate it. Kind of wrapping up our discussion. Turk, thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Man, we've had a great night. I think that's a great point too. And we've talked about that on this show as well. We want a honeymoon life, not a honeymoon period. And so anyone can have a honeymoon period. Things are going great for a short amount of time, but we're looking for a honeymoon life. And the only way to get to a honeymoon life is to create a real connection based on friendship, of love and respect. Dr. Morgan, come on up. Let's have some whiskey together. Let's have a drink. We earned it.
Yes, let's have a drink. Let's do it. Wow. Yeah, I loved what Turk had to say about you do have to choose your person when you're long distance. You intentionally choose them because, trust is so important when you're long distance. So I really like that. Yeah.
Such a good show. I know. What an amazing show. This is a show I've always dreamed of doing. Please just drop a 1 in the chat. If you got something added tonight, drop a 1. Let us know that you actually got something. You'll take something with you. All right. Whew.
Yeah, that is our goal. We really genuinely want to help each and every one of you find love. We want Blake to officiate your wedding. I will come do the marriage counseling. We really are serious about helping you all on your journey. So I hope this was helpful tonight. I think we covered a lot, honestly.
We covered so much. For those who maybe are like, man, I loved what you said. Dr. Morgan, are you on Instagram? How can they find you?
Yes, come find me on Instagram. So it's at Dr. Morgan Coaching. So Dr. Morgan Coaching. I post a post every single day that has helpful tips, helpful theory about attachment theory, all of it. So yeah, come say hi on Instagram. And then also the podcast, which I see Stacy put down there. So the Let's Get Vulnerable podcast. Blake is going to come back on the podcast soon, right? We're going to do an episode together. It's going to be amazing. Yes.
So cool. And will people see you maybe Saturday for my birthday party on here? Will you come hang out with us for a second?
I will stay up just for Blake, just to celebrate Blake's birthday. I will stay up for that. You bet. I can't wait. Blake, are you gonna dance, or like what is happening at this party?
We're gonna get real dancey. We have Choff, who's one of the greatest DJs on here. He'll be DJing. We have Brooke Falls singing. We have Melly B singing. We have Chelsea Zen singing. So yeah.
Any pony going on?
No. Let's not talk about genuine pony. Almost got me banned on this. No genuine pony.
Now it has to happen.
We're keeping it PG. We're having a great time. Let's keep it classy.
That's right. Okay, I cannot wait. And Blake, you are such a gift to this community. Oh, look, it's a pony. So
that's the only pony.
I know that, I mean, we all appreciate you so much. Thanks for bringing everyone together. You are the best. And yeah, I cannot wait to celebrate with you this weekend.
Dr. Morgan, I'll say it publicly. I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're the best.
Love you too, and I can't wait to be here for Thanksgiving next week. Yes. I'll see you all.
Bye, Dr. Morgan.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for coming. This was the first Love Quest episode after I got this distinct, incredible honor of receiving my top badge. So it means the world for you guys to all be here. We hit, look at this, 1,300 views. We started this show. I'm not joking. The first episodes I did on Love Quest on this app, 10 people. So we've come a long way. We've done it, I really think, by being super mission driven. As we create this entire show, as we keep iterating on it, we ask ourselves, like, how can we help people find love? Like, are we serving our mission to bring the most value to everyone? If you have any feedback, message me on Instagram, Blake Meet Me. My intentions are pure. I'll be open with my intentions. I would love to see you guys find love. And then I would like to go to the wedding. That would be so cool. So maybe invite me to the wedding. That would be amazing. And seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all so much. So again, if you're in this stream, this is emotional for me. I'm just so thankful we did the episode I've always dreamed of doing. Yeah. So let me say thank you. Wow. And let me say thank you to some of my gifters as well. Singler, thank you from the bottom of my heart, my friend. NorCal Blondie, I love you. Sparkles, Brooke Falls, Jaws, Joe Bro, Nicole, Jim B came in, just such a great guy. J-Dub, Valerie, Turk, Jameson, Ash Marie, are you kidding me? The list of gifters in this, for this show, is out of this world. Absolutely crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Thank you guys so much for the belief in us. We will continue to serve us. Come check us out next week. We will be on next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. You will see us here. Delicate, I appreciate you so much. Belinda says, I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much. K-Baby, I'll be there. Queen Boss Maryland, thank you so much for sharing, being like a billboard for us. We appreciate it. Riz, thank you. A-Bay Night. Jameson says it. Thanksgiving special. Congrats to him. The next streaming star. Streaming star tonight had an amazing show. Beating the next stars before my show. Check her out. Gabby 3.0 is such a great person. Thank you. Quite picky. Have a good night. Kim Possible also has an awesome show on here. Check her out. She does a show as well. Flex, appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for coming. Hippie, you're an amazing person. Patsy, take care. Aloha, thank you for everything. Savvy, I'm sorry I'm doing so many thank yous, but like seriously, it means the world. Rose, hello, goodbye. Melise, take care. Nicole with the pineapples. Appreciate you guys so much. Toussaint, thank you so much. Shade, come back next week. Beth, you're amazing. Same place, same time. Love you with all of my soul and my heart, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.